Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the outside broadcast of Hilaal TV. It's the Iftaar broadcast all the way from Goodwood in the Capetown area. For Hilaal TV, I'm Luqman Shadrack. As you know, Goodwood is a very diverse community where Muslims and non-Muslims have been living for many, many years. And to find out a bit more about the masjid where we are at, it's called Quloobul Mu'mineen in Goodwood. We're going to speak first to the chairman, Brother Muhammad Safuddin. Assalamu alaikum, my brother, and shukran so much for allowing us to be here at your beautiful masjid.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to you as well.
My absolute pleasure. It's a beautiful, I had a bit of a tour earlier as well. We're going to tell our viewers a bit more about all the wonderful things that are happening here as well. But for those that would like to know more about the history of this masjid, tell us a bit more.
In the late 1920s, a lot of the Muslims moved out of the Buka, Salt River and Woodstock. And with the industrial areas moving to the north, there was a Muslim community that started here in Goodwood. It was called the Akkas. They all had half an acre and an acre of ground. Right. And there were about 400 families. And in 1928, they started the Quloobul Mu'mineen Society. And in 1932, they bought the land for the mosque. And in 1936, the masjid was established. And then we had our imams. First imam was Imam Sadiq Isaacs. He was the first imam. He passed away. The next imam took over, Imam Abdul Qadir Muqaddam. When he passed away, the next one took over, Imam Abdul Qadir Faqih took over. And then thereafter was Imam Umar Abdullah. And then Sheikh Ibrahim Tawfa, our current imam, he started as an assistant as the community started to grow with the people moving back into the area. So he started in the year 2000. And then we had an assistant Imam Sheikh Dawood Ibrahim that passed away during COVID. So all our imams, one passed away, the next one took over. And we've still got Sheikh Ibrahim Tawfa that's been here now for 23 years. Unfortunately, he's on Umrah with about 20 of the Musallis. So, yeah. So we've grown in leaps and bounds since then. After the people moved back in after the end of apartheid, we've now bought another 6 adjacent houses, and we're looking at re-establishing and building a new mosque, inshallah.
Brilliant, inshallah. There's so much happening on the property, and I've noticed that you have a very tight-knit community that assist and contribute where necessary as well. You had a mass buka recently as well. What was that like?
It was a very great success. We had about 85 orphans. We always include the orphans in everything that we do. And then we had about 400 members of the community that partook in the massive Iftaar. But it was showcasing the youth. So it was the orphans with the youth. We had our guest, our main speaker for the night was an 8-year-old little boy that spoke and gave us some beautiful nasiha.
Now, you've got so many other projects happening on the grounds as well. Tell our viewers about the amazing work that you've decided to build in this community and to support and assist the community.
Yeah. Okay, you know, when we moved into the area, when the new committee took in 2004, when the new people got involved, the community got involved, our Sheikh Ibrahim always told us, don't worry about the buildings, let's work on the soul. And we've worked on the soul, we've established madrasas, we've had matriculants coming out since 2006 up till today. We've got about 20-25 matriculants coming through our system. And then whenever they matriculate, they take an oath, whatever field they go into, they've got to plow back into the community. So then, in fact, in 2019, we won a national prize for the best youth project. We were one of 2 mosques in Cape Town. Quds won 2 prizes and we won 2 first prizes as well. So there's a lot that's happening. We've got our legal aid center run by our youth, and we've got our Baitul Mal run by our youth. Brilliant. We've got girls and boys. We've got online magazines. We've got many other madrasas. In fact, we've now starting to establish a school for foreigners to speak English. Inshallah. So because we found there's a lot of Arabs coming from the Middle East. Gotcha. So they're staying in Goodwood. So we thought, if staying in Goodwood, why don't we have a school here? So we started that, inshallah. Yeah.
Shukran so much. So much going on, and I'm sure there's so much more to come as well. May all your future projects grow from strength to strength, inshallah.
Ameen. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum.
That's the chairman speaking to us today and finding out about this great establishment as well. As part of any community, the youth play a vital role in what happens and to the contribution of the community and the masjid. And I'd like to speak to the youth coordinator, Brother Nafis Pandey, who's going to tell us a bit more as well. Brother Nafis, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Are you well? Thanks for having us here. You look like you've got so much happening at the community.
Alhamdulillah, yes, we do. We have a very vibrant and energetic youth, alhamdulillah.
Go for it.
So we have multiple. I'm just a bit nervous. We have multiple things going on at the youth, alhamdulillah. So recently we had a toiletry drive which was run by the youth. In this month of Ramadan, we have many projects as well. We have where the youth are making food from scratch and handing it out as well to less fortunate areas and masajid. And then throughout the year, we have multiple things as well, where we have a 5 soccer, alhamdulillah.
Nice.
Every single month, we have a 5 soccer. We have a games evening, which includes...
Do you play?
I try.
What's your position? What position do you play?
The position that doesn't have to move too much. Yeah.
You and I.
Likewise.
Brilliant. So I would imagine with the youth being so involved with some of these activities, it means that they contribute to the community, they contribute to projects that happen here as well. And this keeps them in the masjid and away from some of the challenges that we often find in our areas.
Yes, alhamdulillah, with the leadership of Sheikh Ibrahim Taufan, our chairman, and our elders in the community, alhamdulillah, they keep us close. We actually, there's 3 youth on our EXCO committee as well.
Nice.
So alhamdulillah,
And you being the vice chairman as well.
Yes, alhamdulillah. And then we have, our youth is, as I mentioned, very vibrant. So we on in all substructures as well. So there's in every single substructure, such as our legal advice center, our wellness center, there's always a youth involved as well. So
Yes.
alhamdulillah, they keep us busy, but alhamdulillah, we enjoy it.
Brilliant. I like that because, coming from the community, you understand the challenges. You grew up in this community, you understand the challenges, the need, and giving back, I think it's priceless. Going forward, any new and exciting projects we can look forward to?
So alhamdulillah, we created our actual youth committee, spearheaded by from the male side. We have Mustafa Musa. From the female side, we have Akila Mikbanaswa. So alhamdulillah, they are very active. They are looking at new things to do. So recently we had a movie night, first of its kind here at our masjid, a girls' movie night specifically, and it was a great success, alhamdulillah. We had some a baking class as well. So we're having an arts and crafts as well. So alhamdulillah, there's quite a number of things that we're going to be doing, inshallah.
And is this the request from the youth that attend the masjid? I mean, are they interested in, do these suggestions come from them?
Yes, alhamdulillah. So the youth comes together on a weekly basis. We have the committee coming together, the youth committee, and then we have the youth in general as well, giving us these suggestions and what would they like to do. So soon we're having a Q&A as well, specifically only for the youth. Alhamdulillah, that's also in the pipeline.
I like that you're innovative. I like that you're current, and also it keeps the youth active in everything that you do. May all your future projects go from strength to strength. But before I leave you, we've got quite a few masjids where they would like to build youth divisions. What advice do you have for them?
I think as our alhamdulillah committee and our imam is looking at successful planning. So get involved. We know we can take a lot from our elders, the wisdom that they bring to us. So inshallah, the more we involved as the youth, and we can take from our elders, the more we will be successful, inshallah, in the future.
Well said. Jazakallah so much. All the very best to you, and we'll be back soon, inshallah.
Ameen. Always welcome, inshallah.
Jazakallah. I don't know why he said he was nervous. He handled that so well. And always nice hearing from the youth and the wonderful activities that they have going on in the community. Another committee member to chat to us about some of the religious aspects and programs that happen at the masjid is Brother Waleed Said, who has also invited us here as well. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Shukran so much for allowing us to be here. And I was telling our viewers, we had a walk around earlier, and I'm just amazed at all the projects you have going on. But on the spiritual side, for people that live in the area that maybe have just moved to the Goodwood area, what are some of the spiritual and religious programs that you have on a daily, weekly basis?
Okay, so Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. On a Monday, we have a Hajj series which is currently happening. It's on a break during Ramadan. There's 2 or 3 more classes after Ramadan. Then we've also have a beginners and revert class, which also happens on a Monday evening. That coincidentally is also hosted by Hafiz Nafis Pandey, our youth coordinator. Then on a Tuesday, we've got ladies fiqh classes in the morning. We have an Arabic class in the evening, as well as a marriage class, a separate marriage class in the evening as well.
Brilliant.
Then on a Wednesday, we have a tafsir class, the evening, as well as a recitation class for men. Then on a Thursday morning, we've got a recitation class for ladies, as well as a housewives madrasa. And every Thursday evening, we have a weekly dhikr, which takes place after Maghrib uh, at the masjid here. Yeah.
During Ramadan, that's a lot of programs that happen, and I would imagine the coordination of that takes skillful planning weeks in advance.
Definitely it does. In fact, our calendars are planned out a year in advance. And Sheikh Tawfa, alhamdulillah, with his leadership, he's been absolutely brilliant at that, in setting up these platforms, setting up the various classes, even the youth madrasa. I didn't mean that's not on my list here, but we've got a weekday madrasa for the youth school going, as well as a Saturday madrasa for those that cannot make it during the week. And I think that when one looks at all the various projects, the foundation, laying that proper Islamic foundation is absolutely essential in getting the youth as they grow older to come back and give back and understand what the importance of giving to your community.
Brilliant. I like that. I think you guys are on a good wicket there, getting the youth involved. During Ramadan, I would imagine Tarawih every night. Khufath from the area, do you invite special Khufath to come through?
Most of the Hufaz is from the area, alhamdulillah. We've been fortunate to have an abundance of Hufaz here, having graduated from our madrasa, as well as from neighboring masajid where they have hifz programs. So majority is from the area, alhamdulillah. And then when we have the Qira program, we had a Qira program the second Sunday of Ramadan. There we invited guests from outside of the area to come and recite various qaris for that, alhamdulillah.
Yeah. You've got so much happening here as well. Is there any technology that helps, for example, an app for Jumu'ah or a YouTube that people can view some of your programs?
Sure. We're currently using the Smart Bilal system where they can tune in and listen to our live streaming, which is every event that is happening at the masjid, including the classes that happen during the week as well. We are, however, looking at acquiring the necessary equipment to do a live stream via YouTube in the very near future, inshallah, because that's just much better for the youth and everyone to interact.
In closing, any last message you have for our viewers for the rest of Ramadan? It's almost over. Can you believe it? Any message you have?
It's almost over. So alhamdulillah, we'd like to encourage the people to come to the masjid, to spend some time here. We've got an amazing Qiyamul Layl program, which is happening on the odd nights, starting at 11 p.m., except for Laylatul Qadr night, which just starts at 12 p.m. and runs through the whole night until suhoor. But yeah, it's an amazing. We had the first one last night. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Brother Waleed, Jazakallah so much for having us here. You've got so much happening in and catering for the community. Well done. Keep up the great work. We always like hearing about these exciting initiatives. All the very best. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And there we go. That's the committee of the Masjid in Goodwood chatting to us about the wonderful work that they do, that they're currently doing, and all the future projects. It's about time for us to break our fast in Capetown. Do remember to join us next or tomorrow between 5 and 7, inshallah, as Sheikh Samikh and Sheikh Riyad Walls will be bringing you another edition. From all of us, we'd like to thank our generous sponsors, Sainsbury Exotics, for allowing us to come here safely, and also Amiras for dressing the presenters as well. For myself, Luqman Shadrach, and the Hilaal team, have a great evening. Assalamu alaikum. We just live, man.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح